A historic victory and a defining moment for Uganda. Thursday's 1-0 victory ended a 52-year losing streak to Egypt. The celebrations quickly shaken off. The Uganda Cranes got back to business. Uganda plays Egypt in a return leg of their World Cup qualifier on Tuesday. The plan is how to get another 3 points off the Pharaohs.
We still have to finish off the job in Egypt because we can't stop halfway, but it's not going to be easy. We know the challenge lying ahead of us, playing a quality team that's very, very experienced.
The man in charge is also aware that his men will need to up their game in the away fixture.
What is important is that we should be able to stomach a pressure, because I know they are going to throw everything at us, but we know we are going to go through.
Bassana has named an unchanged squad for the trip to Alexandria. Bassana admits the return leg will be an even tougher contest, but one his team is ready for. The Uganda Cranes sit top of Group E. Staying there is priority. And with 3 more qualifying games to play, the prospects of reaching a first ever World Cup now seem more real than ever before. And the local federation more keen to see the side stay on course.
I believe we have come a long way as a federation which looks after the national team, but also as the national team itself, to build self-belief, to build the ability, to build the confidence, to build the motivation. We could get better, and it has really given us the belief that yes, we can go to the World Cup.
Uganda leads by a single point over Egypt, while Ghana and Congo-Brazzaville lie in 3rd and 4th respectively. The Cranes will also be boosted by the fact that they are yet to concede a goal in the qualifiers. Ssenyange, CGTN, Wakiso, Central Uganda.
Right, let's get more perspectives now from the north of the continent. We're now joined by Marwan Said, General Manager of Kingfoot.com. He joins us live from Cairo in Egypt. Marwan, after that loss in Uganda, it would seem like Egypt have a tough battle ahead to progress. Can the Pharaohs make it through?
Obviously, the team that wants it the most will make it through out of this group. Uganda, as I can say, they're living the dream, and they're reaping what they've done. They've had a very, very successful journey so far. No one expected from them to achieve such results, starting from the qualification to the last Africa Cup of Nations, and they're continuing to do it. From the Egyptian perspective, there are a lot of things that can be argued other than the performance of the players or the national team coaching staff. It's not fair. It's not fair to take away this win from Uganda. Uganda played for it. They had more heart. They wanted to win it more than the Egyptian national team. But again, you have to look at the Egyptian national team itself. You can only push your luck so far. The Egyptian national team, we've seen that they somehow lack a plan B, and a lot of people spoke about this previously, even before the Africa Cup of Nations, that once the plan A, which is played through Mohamed Salah, stops, you have no other plans. You can only push your luck so far, but sometimes it doesn't work. We pushed our luck against Nigeria away from home. We pushed our luck in the Africa Cup of Nations against Morocco. We pushed our luck against Burkina Faso, where we had to win by penalties. So sometimes it's not going to work. And it literally stopped the last match when we saw against Tunisia. But we didn't learn. We went to Uganda thinking that it's an easy match. The problem with the Egyptian national team right now is that they only look at Ghana as the competitor, the only person that they can take away their spot. And I am sure that, and I am pleased actually that Uganda gave the Egyptian national team and the Egyptians as whole a reality check that they're not, their main opponent is not Ghana, but Uganda is really pushing for that ticket to Russia.
Now, Marwan, you mentioned Morocco. Looking at the other North African sides, both Tunisia and Morocco, they've had a strong showing, with the Moroccans yesterday beating Mali by 6 goals. How are their chances shaping up?
Obviously, Morocco's group, if we look at it, they have Ivory Coast, Gabon, and Mali alongside them. They managed to beat Mali 6-0 the other day, but again, Ivory Coast are not there for the ride. They are serious contenders. They just beat Gabon away from home 3-0. Which makes the difference 2 points. Ivory Coast sit at the summit now with 7 points, and Morocco lie with 5 points. I think if you look at that group from the start, everyone would say that the qualification ticket would be between these two nations. Can they do it? I think if it was another opponent other than Ivory Coast, then they might as well have taken the ticket, but it's going to be hard because the Ivory Coast, they have a lot of experience, they know how to win, and they have the personnel to do it as well.